All right, guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another fine day, another beautiful day, another day to dominate. Man, since Monday or is it Tuesday? DRUG? Was it Tuesday? Just a switch was flipped, and here we are, hot market overnight, right? Absolute insane last couple of days. And shout out to the Discord, man. Shout out to the Discord because the community as a whole has been killing it, man. You got Marcelo, Tim, the other mentors, Triad, the team house guys, Crispy, Save. Calamity hasn't posted yet, but there's without any doubt, I know he's doing well. We have a lot of the students who are also seeing some big gains, man. Beam, Lucas, BMAC for sure. A lot of people who've been posting over 10K P&Ls, being absolutely aggressive and dominating the markets right now. So shout out to the community, shout out to the team, and today is another day for us to finish off strong, right? It's Friday, and it's a good day to end the week and end the week on a high note. So let's talk about the watch list, which I did post. It's a little longer, and that's to be expected in this type of market where there's just so much moving. I got about 6 stocks on here once again, similar to yesterday. So I'm gonna start with VTAK and I'll go from there. VTAK. So yesterday this one started out in after hours. We had a high point of 99 cents. From there we did curl up, and now we have a high point of 142. Not bad at all. Pretty impressive move. So far, we've held up the VWAP on the last pullback down there at 107. Currently consolidating sideways. In terms of the daily chart, we got major candlesticks going back to what's that, August 30th and August 29th. High points of 131 and 225. 131 and 225. The 200 EMA, if it goes really crazy, 623. I mean, the market out of nowhere this week, right? I mean, just this is the thing with the market. You just never know when. But this year, though, this year's been pretty steady, right? I mean, if I had to grade this year, I mean, it's been great. There's so much more money circulating now versus a couple of years ago. Even when it's not this heightened volatility, we're still seeing, lots of good setups and good stocks. So, we're blessed to be here once again, man. Just to be able to be here, capitalize. I mean, the markets, right? So moving on, JDZG. This one is continuation. Yesterday, it resumed. It got, volume came in around 2 p.m. It got halted up a couple times. High point was 217. Since then, it's pulled back and then curled up here today. So high point today at 340. Not bad. I'm gonna get rid of yesterday's levels because they're not going to be as relevant. Clean up the chart a little bit. 234 is the 200 EMA on the daily. I do want to put that in here in case it does sell off. Maybe it could be a place where we bounce. But other than that, checking out the daily chart again, we have history going back a few weeks ago. But this thing was really pricey. We were up around, let's see, 540. This is like in May of this year. We were around like 540. And then the stock took off on, what was that, like a 10 million share volume day? From 540, this thing went up to 1150 and then $15. So this one definitely is capable of moving, right? I mean, I just don't know if we can get up to 1150, but if it goes from 2 to 4, if it continues up to $4, that's good enough for us to capture in a beautiful 100% move. So pre-market highs at 340. If this thing really gets over those highs, can we get up there to 450 or let's say $4 eventually, then 450, maybe 5, right? So JDZG, and speaking of continuation, DRUG. I should have made the recap on this day, man. Again, the title is just so enticing in a good way, right? Sadly though, my title would have been losing all my money buying drugs because I gave back all my gains on this day. 59.86. 59.86. If you guys will recall, I was up 4 grand on this stock, and I was red every other stock, sadly. Just like 4 stocks this day. And so I was only green maybe like 2K, and then I came back and traded it, I think somewhere here. Was it here? I don't know, somewhere. And got blazed for like a $4 share drop. I tell you, overstaying your welcome, right? So we got highs today at 440. I think it'll be worth looking at, but definitely you got to be careful with managing risk. So for us, that primarily means share size. Can I size up on this stock if I'm connecting and doing really well? Of course. But I want to be careful and understand that there will be a big spread, and I have to watch out for the volatility. This will be $2, $3 share up and down. So if you're using thousands of shares, be ready to see your P&L going up and down thousands of dollars. By the way, start up your screen recordings. Don't forget screen recordings, turn them on. So that's the RUG. Perhaps we can see, if we're lucky, a retest of 40 or maybe even 56. These type of stocks, I honestly thought it was going to do $100 overnight when it did give that big move, but it ended up stalling out. Didn't keep going. I thought this would have went to 100, but they're so difficult to predict, those bigger moves. So DRUG, potential, continuation. PEGY, also another stock here on watch, PEGY. We did trade this one a couple weeks ago or years ago, a couple times at least. The name is very familiar. So we got lows here at 810, and it's quite the range, right? High of 1288. Let's just take a quick look at that daily chart, PEGY. And today, sadly, I have the gas company at my house excavating the lawn. So, it's kind of had to happen. But if I have to leave for a few minutes, that's why. And, it's like the worst possible time in these hot markets. But, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Hopefully they don't bother me, though. Hopefully. All right. Daily chart, we got like 850 and 1168 for levels. Let me just clear up some of these prior lines. Did this have a split? Oh, this did have a split. Okay. The Thinkorswim chart never updates properly. 1168. Yeah, these reverse splits, sometimes they do well. Sometimes they do well. We'll see, though. We'll see what it does. I don't want to have too many trend lines. Honestly, it was able to shoot through all these levels pretty easily. So, if this can retest the pre-market high with volume, that in itself will be, pretty good. So, PEGY, back of the mind stock. SOBR, likewise. This one went all the way to 29.45. Low of the pullback is down here around 13.85. This one probably is going to be like ATNF. If there's volume, it's probably going to be like massive range up and down. But so far, the volume is not impressive. Not impressive. All right. NUZE. I could save this into my recents. This stock ended up going to 350. I didn't come back because, I was having issues giving back profits. So once I saw it, but I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna give back my 2K again. And that was it. So VTK, I'll watch into the open and take it from there. We're at 142. Let's trade to the best of our abilities. Let's be disciplined. Let's look forward to having a good day. The market will be volatile today, so manage risk appropriately for where you are, right? If you're looking to push it, you have to know that you could see bigger losses. And if you are seeing those bigger gains, don't sell the positions too soon, but let them ride and take the appropriate course of action. Hit that thumbs up, and let's go to the Moon City once again. Moon City, inbound. Oh, okay, I got filled. Oh, my chime. I see. I thought the order was lagging for a sec. Okay, so we got a high of 38, low of 27. No opening surge here. At least not yet. DRUG seems to be doing its thing. I am looking to be more aggressive today, a little bit more size. DRUG, man, that one there gave the opening surge. Halting up. And that's like a $5 share move. Pretty impressive. I'm going to do a quick rotation here. AKAN. JDZG. And UZE. See the red to green. High of the current candle is 29. Waiting. Seems like it's having trouble. VTAK. SOBR. How are we doing here? Yeah, VTAK coming down. SOBR. How are we doing? We got to try to find a strong stock and then, kind of go from there. Volume, SOBR is kind of decent. Hype 1821. It is a little spready. Maybe it halts up here, 64. $17.45 dip. 17.01. I don't mind a pullback here if we can get a good entry. They're saying the low is 01. I didn't see 01, and maybe it's kind of a bit of a tricky wick there. Okay. No clear entry. I mean, we did dip, but the spread's massive. Kind of didn't really dip 201. Maybe this halts up eventually. 1910 to halt up. Time 34. That resumption's gonna be 36:14 for DRUG. JDZG. Hive days at 60. It's below VWAP. It might need a little bit of time. JDZG. Drug resumption coming up. Trying to find the strong stock. The RUG 3614. A couple seconds. Got small size. So far, a little bit of chop. We're seeing action, but nothing kind of like, the main stock. Unless maybe the RUG here. Here we go. Dip, dip, dip. There's a seller at 40. Okay. I don't like the break back below 40 after that big seller's eaten up while watching. KB. 5-minute chart is a little weak. We need this 1-minute candle to hold up. Low currently at 35.63. High 39.26. I want to see over 38 at that seller. I think there's a hidden seller there. Oh, and there's a bid. Okay, crap. 38.05. The volume is a little slow to come in. 37.80. It's coming down. Oh crap, I got filled into the moon, brother. Oh my god. That's for the double bottom too, you know. It's like it's just a dollar share higher fill there. I'm giving it a chance, but holy smokes. Alright, let's take the loss. That would have been a great trade if I had a better fill. Alright, DJZG. Is this one gonna bounce at the lows? 30. That fill was terrible, boy. Can we see the dollar share bounce? I'm gonna stop trading it. It's not reacting, and I don't need it to be flushing down either. All right, what's everybody looking at? Okay, 36.60. All right, one trade too many. Let me do a rotation here. AKN. The volume is just dead. VTAK. Okay, VTAK. VTAK. I gotta remember to change my share size from stock to stock. 47 resumption. So this just got halted. Um, where's the volume on drug, man? Buying volume here is in the depths. Selling volume in the moon. I did take one trade too many there. All right, waiting for resumption. VTAK. I think JDZG has potential, but we have to see how it gets over VWAP. PEGY. Yeah, halting up already. All right. False halt. No pullback. Just straight into the next halt level. It's so volatile. Come on, down. Dip, 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 dip. No fill. The resumption is about 2 minutes. But it's not even on screen. Yeah, well, today a lot of that might happen, right? Apologize in advance. Can't look away. Waiting. You gotta be so quick. Less than a minute to the resumption. It has good potential. Alright, I'm gonna watch the resumption and then go back to it. PEGY. VTK. Alright, cool. 127. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 127. Okay. There are some sellers at 37 area. They're just gonna break, halting up at 44. Switching back to PEGY. Oh my gosh. 61. Jesus Christ. Well, we gotta be careful. Taking the false halt. Do not go back into that halt down. Do not. Don't you dare. Don't you do it to me. Don't you do it to me. Don't you do it to me. Bounce like there's no tomorrow. Again, the right stock is not on screen still. Show me over 10. Show me over 9. Show me over 9. I'm going to hold 500 shares. I'll try to pull it up. Taking the false halt down. VTK, false halt up and halted up higher. This could come down here. Oh, it held. Now, was that the second time or third time? Felt like the third time. Third time holding, that could be a good sign. That could be a pretty good sign here. We got to get back above VWAP though. Our selling pressure on the 5-minute candle is high. So it's going to need to pull off a miraculous red to green. Honestly, I might let it go above 9 before I get back involved. We gave back on drugs, which wasn't good. Taking that last trade. The famous last trade that gets you into the depths. So if PGY gets over 9 and can start to prove some strength, I'll get back involved. At that point, I think a false breakout is less likely. It could false breakout right through 9 here and like knife down is what I think will happen. Resumption, VTK, 03 in 10 seconds. Was it going to be at 9? 2 minutes to resumption. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Keep going. Keep going. Show me 25, 30. There's 16. There's 25. There's 30. And now this is where I start to look to get involved if it gives an entry again. Oh gosh, do not start whipping. Please. Move smoothly. So right here I need an entry. I need to give an entry. Please give an entry. Give an entry. It's just gonna go, isn't it? It might just go all the way. Son of a gun. So, you know, a trade like that, I opt not to take it. I think the risk is high and the trade is just going. Well, part of the deal. Still waiting for an entry though, if possible. High of day. It's not gonna work. Damn it. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. The resumption is less than 40 seconds. I'll take this couple of cents. It might come down some more. It's kind of holding fairly high for what I thought the pullback would have been. But just got to be reactive. Intuition and what actually happens on screen a lot of the times can be different. VTK, I'll trade off screen. Resumption. It's coming up at 1:59. We got about 10 seconds and some, yeah, about a little over 10 seconds. All 3 dip. Is that going to work? Here we go. VT. Oh, it's so volatile. Damn it, man. Well, that's fine. I mean, I would have to have been just super aggressive to jump back in there. 49. It didn't feel. Let's not say feel. The indicator to go in wasn't super clear. I've just been buying a little blindly. That one was so volatile. Why? Drug is also halted up again. Didn't expect that type of volatility, and of course the sub $9 dip happens. Freaking hell, man. Sometimes just watching one stock is better. Missed the sub 9 dip. Oh man. Beautiful sub 9 dip. And this is how you kind of fall out of rhythm of the stock, you know? Now it's like it feels like I should have been in just holding, and now here I am at the moon, at the highs. Should have already been in low, taking gains. Can it keep going? For sure. I mean, we're in that kind of market, so let's see how this dip holds. Oh, 9. Oh, there's a bit. That was not clean for me, but at least we got something. Yeah, we're not kind of market, so you know, but the trade's at freaking $9. Brother. 64. And we're not seeing proper dips up here. It's like 20-cent dips, which is just insane amount of risk for the halt up. Come on, hold your levels, get locked in. It's extended, so it might as well get locked in here. At least the dip and rip will provide an entry, if it dips at least. Okay, good. All right, we got 3 halts: VTAK, DRUG, PEGY. Which one is resuming first? VTAK is going to resume before DRUG by about 3 seconds. So if you're watching both of those, you got to choose the best option. Honestly, with how VTAK was just moving, I'd rather trade DRUG. And 40, 44 for highs. These are the decisions you got to make. Which one do you want to watch? 53, 58, 46, about a minute and some change. How's the volume though on DRUG? The candle was halted up with 2 minutes left in the cycle, and the volume wasn't super high. But the setup itself does look good. I mean, you know, we had more selling going down. The setup itself does look good. It's like, can we take high of day? There's definitely some short sellers from pre-market, you know, all the way up here at like 50. If we get to like 44 out of this resumption, is it possible that people start to get nervous and then cover their shares? And then, you know, they say like, because they've gotten burned this week, right? So they can probably cover their shares early, you know, paper hand style. And then we see even more buying up to like 48. We're halted up again. And then we're basically at 56, right? That's how it goes. Or it could just resume and go lower, right? There's always risk. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna keep my 500 shares. In fact, I can go lower in size. I'll do 350, just in case it's bad. I don't go too red. Here we go. 39.73. Is it 10 minutes? Okay, switching over to VT. Oh, 45 halt down. You see that right there though? If VTAK was going to go up again, I would have missed it. I would have missed it choosing the other stock. I don't know, man. The timing these days. DRUG's at 10 minutes halt. Okay, PEGY coming back. Let's not forget. Resumption 01, or is that 11? Oh no, 01, 25. 01, 25. Where am I on the day? Small, okay, decent date so far. We got to build onto this. I'm going to have 2 orders ready for PEGY. We're in that kind of market where it could just keep going, so I don't want to lose sight of that. $10.64. For those of you who caught the dip, man, nice trades, nice trades. Couple of seconds, 5 seconds. Here we go. 1064. Can we see the dip and rip? Is this also 10 minutes? Or is my math wrong? Oh, no, no, no. My math. My math. Okay. One more. Oh, 01. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 01. Crap. Going crazy. Oh, 01. So we got a couple more seconds. A little less than a minute. Does anybody else make that mistake? NUZE is being mentioned. Not going to switch over to it yet. Going to just watch this resumption and then go from there. $10.64. 10 seconds. 5, 4. Here we go. Can we get a dip? Oh, no, 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 no. Fuck. Well, the damn error code, man. Yo, what's going on, man? The low was low. Holy shit. Bro, are you kidding me? You guys see what I'm dealing with here? Unbelievable. The low, 1065. It's lagging. It's the orders are lagging as well. It's like it doesn't want to dip. But we should see a dip. It's struggling. It's like a big churn. And it's not going. Okay, I'm gonna size down. I mean, after that first trade there, that disaster, we gotta be careful. I'm not gonna even get a proper shot at this thing. It's moving kind of weird here, though. Like, pretty chunky. Are we gonna see a big move up or down? 1170, 1150 was the low of the candlestick. Oh, I forgot about drug. I'm gonna switch over. This other stock seems to be lagging. And we had that error code, so we couldn't sell that position. Well, part of the deal. Moving on. 41.20. Mic is muted. Crap. Bro, how what? When did I mute the mic? Jeez. I know I sneezed at some point, or maybe I did it then. I'm saying the RUG probably could go up more, but I don't know how many people short 56 because the move was in pre-market. Big Steve has been 20 minutes again. Bro, I lost $1,000 because this order confirmation thing came up and I couldn't sell the resumption trade. I have no idea when I muted the mic. I gotta stop. I don't know why did I even mute the mic? Bro, I'm trying to sell flat. I would have been out like, flat trade. And then I see the window down here. By the time I try to get out, it's too late. PEGY, VTK. Drug is like the volume just goes to nothingness here. I'm gonna keep an eye on it for another couple minutes. A little bit of a late entry here. The breakdown and reclaim would be really nice to see. Can we hold? There's a bid here. I don't see the bid anymore. Where are we? Is it gone? It held up though. I like that VTAKs did a red to green there. It's been fighting, bouncing. I want to see more volume on this thing. Waiting. I wonder if the buyer became a hidden buyer because they're not there. It had a pretty big position. Above 45 would be excellent if it keeps going. Ah, I should have chased it. Shit. It's, oh, crap. Damn. Well, good move. Excellent move right there. I needed to chase 45, but I sold for the initial dollar pop because, not expecting anything crazy with how the volume was looking. But once we saw 44, it's like, okay, this thing could probably go. And I got pretty bad fills because we should have made over 500. 43, 48 to 44, 22. Ugh. Bottom tick, brother. Yeah, PGY, man. It's just so disappointing to see these nonsense happen. VTK resumption. 6 and 36 seconds. 16 and 36 seconds. The resumption, it felt like selling came in like almost like an invisible wall. But I noticed, I was in a little higher than I would have wanted to be in, and I wasn't willing to risk it. I tried to cut the trade in the order confirmation window, or maybe I tried to sell too quickly, something like that. And then like there's no luck, right? Like sometimes you get lucky and the stock just goes up, you happen to get a winning trade. Nope. Just the slums waiting for you. So the markets are merciless, as we know, at these high volatile times. So we got to be careful. VTAK coming up. Here we go. 10 seconds, 154. Here we go. I should have took it again. Is it going to hold? 57. False halt, false halt. No false halt. I jumped back in a little high, and that was me chasing it. I'm thinking, okay, 50, it's not dropping below the level, so I'm gonna take 63 and just watch for 70 again. It's gonna come down. I'll think net green between the two trades. The RUG, can we please see a dip and rip? 1952 resumption. Man. Bro, if this starts to move, I'm going crazy with size too. Like, if this keeps going, Star is gonna go for it. The risk is gonna be real, but today risk is my middle name. Got a minute and some change. PEGY. Again, after that resumption, it just felt a little heavy. Well, not after the resumption, but after we got up to, I think it was 12 or 11, 1180. It felt pretty heavy up there. I guess like sellers just started coming in. So, perhaps backside it's bouncing, but, maybe it trends lower. If it does halt up again, it could be interesting though. We got less than a minute, about 50 seconds. We're at 50.66. Can we see the dip and rip? Ten seconds. Here we go. There's a hidden seller waiting. Should have went. It's choppy. You're not Titanic. Bounce. Last attempt. Okay, looks like it's coming down. Come on. With that type of bid. Yeah. Yes, sirree. Taking a dip again. KB. There's 50,000 share buyer, so it's gonna have to go up. Unless somebody really just big sells on that order right away. I think it should hold up again. Tight stop here. As long as it doesn't flush. Waiting. It could grow a big drop, I feel, but I'm gonna go for it. Can we see the retest of 50? Oh. Maybe it does a breakdown and reclaim again, so I'm gonna keep an eye. There's a lot of red on the tape, but it's not dropping. At least not yet. Waiting, watching. Okay, good. Can we curl over 50? Taking the dollar. It's like I'm losing my eyesight or something. Why did everything, is my screen brightness turn up? 48, 80. The volume is light here. I'm waiting for confirmation. Risky business. I'll wait. I'll wait. I think it's a little too risky because we could see a massive drop here. Very 48. It's tight. Should have been instant. Come on, KB. This is a risky entry here, but I think we should see through 50. Will we? Here's a bit of green. Print, print, print. Rejecting. I think it's gonna go. Might come down one more time. But hopefully not a full retracement to the low of the pullback, which is like 40 whatever. What was that 40, 48, all the way 48? I might add for 50 if it's good. I'm going to try to add here the moment it starts to pick up. Aggressive. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It better not go without me. Okay, coming down. That was close right there for it to go. It just a little bit more volume. Okay. It might need to come down first. Our 5 minute chart doesn't really look that great after this candlestick here to a 1020. But I think in the grand scheme, it still looks fine. Tried to buy twice. I didn't click it hard enough. Is it gonna go all the way here? It's brother. I don't know why I do that. It's me. It's not the computer. It's not the keyboard or anything. You gotta push the fingers with authority. I don't know, man. This 5 minute setup just doesn't look. It's like the 1 minute chart still looks good. I don't know. We had a false breakout on the 5. It's like I'm losing a little bit of faith in the setup. There's another bid. Did I see right? gonna switch to a different stock. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching at it in the side of my eye for now. You know, what I've noticed over the last few days is that a lot of the stocks, like I'm not, I don't hold super long, and a lot of the stocks really require a long hold time. And also in terms of the baby pullbacks, they're not seeming safe because of the amount that it's pulling back relative to the move. And so, there's like it's a little difficult for me to jump back in some areas. And sometimes, a lot of times, the stocks are not even dipping at all. NUZE on the way up, or rather PEGY on the way up, it's like really and truly, for even the size I'm using, I should be up like double, triple the amount that I'm up. But the stock just not giving as many entries, it's just going. That break of 9 or whatever it was, where I'm thinking like the setup doesn't look super great, it's a little risky. Stock just goes all the way $1.50. Like come on. Like we not even one dip in there, like proper dip to give you a chance. So once you're in, or you gotta be in, and you gotta be in the right area and holding, like give it that extra 40 seconds, that extra minute, whatever it is. Double your hold time almost with the same stops to try to get the full move. I mean, this week I've bottom ticked so many entries and like out 20 cents and gain even on DRUG just now. The 5 minute setup, at 50, we'll see here. I'm gonna size down to just 200 shares for now, just to ensure that we could regain a good rhythm if volume gets back in, and then we can try with size again. What I was saying when my mic was muted is that I don't know if it could go to 100, because I don't know if we have that many short sellers. Short 56 pre-market. If it was intraday, there would have been more shares loaded up in like 50, 45, and people would have been covering right now if they didn't, because they'll swing this a couple days because it'll be back down at like $3, right? That's usually what happens. I'm gonna chase this. There's a hidden seller there. 50. Can we get, okay, it's gonna get through. Oh, oh, big rejection. 5 minute candle is still strong though. I was hoping for a quick dip below 50 and bounce back, but we're not really that tight. The 5 minute candle is still strong, so we have a good chance here. Not in good rhythm here for me. Not in good rhythm. There's a good recovery. And we might see the halt up, which at this point for me will probably be the best thing. Can we get halted up 54? Halt level's going to extend a little bit there. Okay, let's just get locked in. I can then reset from here. And it's just going to teleport $2 there. Come on, halt up. Push, push. People who are short 55 should be covering here. If they wanted to just hold dearly. But it's not locking into these levels. Oh, there's the excavation starting. I'll mute my mic. It might flush out aggressively. Oh, this stock is giving tight dips. Crazy. We should lock in here. There's a big 100K bid. Showing 250 resumption. There's no way this resumes at 250. Showing 455, 677. There's just no way. It's gonna resume at like $60. For our sakes. part of me wants to go for it, which means if I do and it's successful, I could be up like 10, 15, 20,000. The other part of me is thinking if I go back to flat or red, I'll be enraged because it's happened so many times recently. So I'm gonna do 500 shares, couple trades. If I'm in a good rhythm connecting, then I'll size back up. But I'm not gonna go big size right away after resumption. I could have held my shares into that halt up too, but that's the FOMO talking. It's showing $100 resumption. It's gonna resume at $60, I think though. The ask price is showing 60. The bid is at 100. Oh, the ask is up at 100 too. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. 1 minute to resumption. 43.05. It's showing. Bro, it looks like it's gonna resume much higher, like $10, or at least $5. I don't hold into halt, so I can't feel FOMO here. Ten-minute halt. 10-minute halt. ATNF is hitting the scans. ATNF from a few days ago. Well, hopefully I don't lose all my money playing around with drugs again, because you guys know what happened last time. And maybe I should stop making that joke. We got less than a minute. I'm keeping my mic muted because of the construction outside. It looks like it's gonna be 15 minutes, or it's gonna resume randomly. So if you have shares or you're looking to trade it, keep an eye. ATNF, man, what's it gonna be? 50, 54? Are they gonna overlap in time? I don't think so. Okay. About a minute for ATNF. About a minute for ATNF. Can't bother with the chat, man. Chat room, brother. I'm gonna keep the live stream going today, and I'm gonna join Gen 1. I gotta leave at like 12 o'clock, but I'll keep the live stream going. Trading ATNF off screen here for YouTube. I made $45. That's a crime. I somehow made no money. I don't know how that was even possible. But coming back to drug, it looks like it might be 20 minutes. Gotta watch out for the fills on the ask. ATNF. It's gonna resume randomly. The RUG. Can we get a false halt? It's halting down, but it resumed 69. Instant halt down 62. Strange. I like this resumption here. This resumption on DRUG should be pretty good. I kind of botched ATNF. I don't know, some bad fills. I thought I made money in the first like resumption trades, but it was a good move. The dip down to 7 just now was pretty solid. Wasn't really able to focus on it, so that's fine. So if it's a 5 minute, which I think it should be, at the hour and 34 seconds. Yeah, PEGY, nice move back up. Couple seconds, the RUG. I tried so hard for that break of 65 and lost. Bro, I don't know why it had so much resistance there. That dip, man. That was a hard dip to catch. And I should have never added. I had too much conviction. 60 was going to hold. We got to be careful. We gave back a good amount there. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Is that it? Backside? Bro, you would have thought this thing would have been so strong. Like, got nothing. Come on, halt down, halt down, halt down. I want to see this halt down. That way we can gap lower and then get a better dip. Bro, I came very, it might bounce here. I came very close to capturing 67 push, 65. But I tried like 7 times. Literally like last time I'm like, you know what, man? I ran out of mental capital. It teleports up $3 a share. I would have offset all those losses. It didn't halt down. If it doesn't halt down, I'm done. That's it. I was hoping this thing would go to like 80 bucks. The way how the resumption was showing all those higher prices, it is unlikely that a stock like this gaps up like $50 a share unless like it has to be some sort of like GameStop situation where like there's just so many shorts in there, that or there's a buyout. Like if it's like acquired at a certain price. Honestly, that's the only time a stock like this will go. That's like the most likely option, right? It's bought out for what, like, Amazon sees them and like, okay, we like this company. Okay, 3 billion, they're worth, 300 million now. Let's just drop 3 billion, for whatever reason, let's just say that's the price they choose. Then the shares jump up to 150 or something, 90 bucks. And then you get that real high resumption. But I'm gonna look for my last trade here and then that's it. Man, I still don't like how many like things I'm seeing that's just so close but yet, so elusive to capture. Like the resumption on ATNF, I can't believe I didn't make money. Like the first three trades I took were like solid trades. They were solid trades. I have to stop saying like they were solid trades. Maybe I was late. Maybe it's the volatility that got me higher fills. But staying optimistic, man. Even when the stuff happens and the order entries come up, the confirmations, staying optimistic. If we could have gotten the red to green at like 59 or 60, preferably 60, that's where I was in. If we could have jumped up to like 63, 64, and then, like micro dip from 65, maybe 63 again, then new highs, would have been a beautiful day. Resumption is going to be at 1405. 1405. And shout out to Momo Pro for all these halt alerts, keeping us up to date, keeping us up to speed with all the hot stocks. You guys can check out Momo Pro. Utilize coupon code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. ATNF bounced up. Alright, I'm done. That's it. ATNF. Let's see. I insta-bought because it was a lower gap. Let me give this a sec. My stop here is 55. I was gonna look to add lower, but I don't know if I'll get the chance, but we'll see. I'll be patient. I'll wait. Take it slow. Despite that weaker candle on the 5, I think it's pretty bullish, so I'm gonna give it a shot. ATNF. It doesn't look like I'll get to add. Well, maybe I might. Maybe. Can we drop? Big drop? Titanic? Good. And now I'll look for one more if possible. Oh, I should have. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. We gotta stick to our plan. Because it could still go lower, as we know. As we know, as we know. I think it's still pretty bullish. I think the 5-minute setup is bullish. I think the pattern is bullish. And so I will be buying the dip here. I'll be buying up the dip like a madman. I'm willing to buy it lower again. Scaling in with a stop. I do have a stop, of course. If it goes past my stop, then, well, depths. Take the loss, smile, move on. Maybe this is how I should treat every 5-minute setup, because apparently with size I can't handle it. I have to increase my mindset. Start to paper hands out of the trade. All right. Oh, do not stop me out. Do not stop me out. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, brother. My stop is actually sub 50 or 45. I'm giving it a second. All right. And I might be in the depths here. I might be in the depths, ladies and gentlemen. And it doesn't seem like it's one of those stocks that's doing a quick dip and then bounce. It's lingering here, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, in terms of stopping me out, is definitely here. And my average only went to 68. Jeez Louise. All right. Oh gosh, slippage. All right, I'm gonna take slippage there. All right, fine, whatever. This candlestick was a little weaker, but I thought it would have still been worth a shot. My stop 40, but I'm going to the depths. Really sub 50. Sub 50, my stop right there. Too much conviction, perhaps. SLRX. Not much here. I'm going to do one last rotation. And then I'm going to join Gen 1 and hang out a little bit. Come on. Right here we're supposed to A, B, C, D. Pull back. Hold up. Curl up. And then retest of the moon. So that's a $500 loss with small size. Jeez. There's the thing with the wide stops is that if you have a wider stop and you still get slippage, it's when the loss can really be bigger. But all part of the deal. What's next? Everything else is in the slums, so we have to wait for something else patiently. TVGN from a few days ago. What was the high? 16. You know, this stock, last time oh, there's a bit, holy smokes. The last time this stock moved up, I wasn't able to do well. Bro, I'm gonna take a position here. This better not be a fake order, boy. I'm gonna get blazed. Bro, we should be flying. Why is it not like ripping? The order is a real order sitting there. It's canceled. Alright. I see how they're doing us today. Fine. And I'm getting upset missing a dip at 02. Or maybe I shut it down. Or just gave back $600 there. Maybe it's time to shut it down. I didn't sell. I sold half. I didn't sell the entire thing because the order was there and only maybe like 8,000 shares filled of 180,000. But that's why you're not supposed to get frustrated, because I could have bought back right here. Pastor. Lovely bounce. Good dip. Good bounce. I'm gonna jump in Gen 1. Hold on, I gotta grab my headset. Big Steve, can you hear me? What happened today, brother?
ATNF.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
It's not able to connect on anything. It's been really tricky. I think I have to call it a day.
Man, it's been tough. It's been tricky. DRUG, of course, not an easy stock at all with the price range. Did you trade it at all?
A couple trades, really small size, but I didn't feel comfortable with the other stocks. I didn't really feel comfortable trading it, so I'll have to study it and be more prepared next time.
Yep.
I was really looking forward to a penny stock. It saved my day yesterday, MTM. So I was really looking forward to another penny stock, but there's no volume on anything.
Yeah, the sub $1, not too many of them popped up. The ones that did, are continuations that are at that higher price. Crispy, how did you do, man, on this DRUG?
I did all right. I gave like almost 10K back, which is kind of brutal, but just pushing size, and I was just a little bit off on the bottom. I thought it gave like a triple bottom, 49, and then I missed it, and I kind of just didn't have conviction. I was a bit too price sensitive, but it was good. I'm at like 20, 21. I was at like 30, but I think I was just swinging a little too hard, probably the confidence from this week, but it's just how it goes. Yeah, there were some great opportunities on drug. I missed I actually missed both, or actually the first two halts up. First one at the open, I was debating if I should focus on drug, kind of all day, basically.
Yeah.
Missed the first halt up. I caught some of the consolidation was nice. And then the second halt up, it happened so fast, wasn't looking at it. And then I started to trade the resumption. Me and a couple guys, we were eyeing that 45 wick reclaim. and I slammed that, and that was like a 5-figure win. That was sick. Like the way that it turned with the bidder, the halt up I was not really expecting. And then on resumption, the dip and the rip up to 53, which actually was kind of a fake wick, and I got some bad exits, but at that point I was at like maybe 15, 16K. And then I kind of just scalped it on the way up. And unfortunately, I sold my position right before the massive gap up. It was showing 250, 100. I honestly thought I was going to open at like 80 to 90, but they eventually brought it down to 69, which is kind of fucking hilarious. The high is 69, but I'm sure that's all planned by the manipulators. Yeah, so like simple things, right? It's like if I just was holding into that halt up, I probably would have been at like 50K. Maybe I would have, chilled out a little bit, not given 10K off the top. But that's just how the market is. It's right now is the environment to push it. I think, I'd say if you're struggling right now, definitely go back and just analyze the chart a bit more. Look at the price action. Like, it's definitely a tougher market, but like, I would say tougher market like today. I'd say out of all the days this week, today was probably like if you didn't focus on drug, you could have gotten chopped up on other names. So like go back, review. And I'd say a big thing I hear is like stuff like this higher price stuff. It's like people are like, oh, it's too expensive for me, or the spread. You have to just adjust your size to where it makes sense for you. I wouldn't say adjust your size to where it's like comfortable, because you never want to be comfortable, but adjust your size to where it makes sense, to where you can say, okay, I see, like if the stock's gonna drop $5, I'm gonna lose this much, and am I comfortable with that? And you can see drug right now is ripping again. That's nice. But like for me, I'm like, okay, if I'm long 2,000 shares and it teleports down $5, can I eat a 10K loss? And the answer is yes. It's not going to be fun, because losing is not fun, which it shouldn't be, but I can financially recover from that. So ask yourself, it's like in the worst case scenario, it's like, well, I mean, the worst case scenario would be if it's going to get T12 halted, it's going to open at 0. If it's going to open at 0, can you still pay the bills, right? So always look at the worst case scenario and figure it out, because this week is actually like potentially year making opportunities if you're able to size in correctly.
Well said, man. 100% agree. You're watching QNRX right now?
I didn't even look at it. Let me see. I know QNRX was QNRX moved 2 days ago. Also, QNRX is a former liquidation name, or no? Oh yeah, it is former liquidation, and it has a history of kind of poor moves. But QNRX was nice 2 days ago. But I wouldn't get married to the stock. It's like I'm taking pure scalps on a name like this.
We'll see how the resumption goes. Beam, are you able to dominate the RUG? I know you love that price range.
Which one?
The RUG, did you get anything on that?
Oh, drug. No, dude. I failed today. I'm down 2.7K. I'm green on drug, but I traded ATNF and PEGY pretty much the whole day and just got rinsed by both of them.
Yeah,
But I should have focused on drug, but that's my fault.
you know what, ATNF, the fills on the ask on that one, man. Just brutal.
Well, dude, like I was telling you yesterday, I just didn't follow my rules. Both of them had like such light volume based on the price action, but like I still traded it, and it just, especially ATNF, man, it was so weak the whole morning, but I kept fighting it. After I had that halt up, which I missed, it was just very weak. But I'm hoping to save my day on QNRX if it doesn't just die here, which it might if it's halting lower.
It's about
But I
30
saw you
seconds.
crush drug, which is awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, man. I got into a good rhythm with it. Was able to capture. I can't remember where it was exactly, but it's like a $3 or $4 share move out of a dip, and that's what really got me into the green.
What share size were you using?
500 and 1,000.
Nice. Yeah, I was just using 300 on it. I don't know. I just had a really biased opinion on it today, which kind of screwed me.
10 seconds resumption.
Drug's starting to move up a little bit too.
MHUA.
That's a good dip. I didn't wait for it.
MHUA.
This one's like a little heavier.
What's up, RT?
Oh, there he is. How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up? I'm not big green. I'm only like up 2K today.
Break over 20, please. Hold.
Are you guys trading Q and RX?
Yeah, I need this to hold and just fly to halt up level.
Yeah, I tried. I tried buying. Didn't work. I'm satisfied with just 2K. I want to get back.
Yeah, I'm down 2.7, so I'm trying to save my day here.
I gave back fucking like 3K today.
On what stock?
Peggy. I
Yeah.
was actually green on drug. Yeah, I'm like up 7.3K on it. Then yeah, Peggy and ATNF.
Yep, same. That's why I'm big red. It's because those are the ones I focused on today for some reason.
I don't know if anyone was having issues with Thinkorswim earlier at the open because mine was lagging badly.
Yeah.
Then it was super bad. Then I tried to trade SOBR and I had this error. I don't know if I could.
Same.
Mighty said when he traded SOBR, it crashed his TOS.
Yeah, it did the same thing. So I was green on it. I was up like 1K on it, but like I actually sold before that drop. Like probably if I didn't sold it for like 5 seconds, I probably got caught there. But I was able to exit using the app, and I don't know if anyone contacted support regarding the error. They said that it regards with CUIP or something like that. That doesn't make sense.
All right, caught that dip down there. Let's hope that it bounces.
Okay, small green for me. The crispy is big green today. Fucking crazy, man. Overall, I think this week, I think I made like 75K this week.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, my red days. There's a lot more red days this month than green. Yeah, 75K this month or this week. I was down like 29K. Uh, yeah, like 30K the first 2 weeks of October. Then like 74 or 75K for this week.
I was gonna ask you like what's like the biggest factor that leads to some of those losses that you have, because I know you and like Crispy trade, similar stocks, even the ones that are like a little lighter volume. But I see like Crispy's like not really having as many bigger red days at times.
Because he rarely trades breakouts compared to mine. Because I would say 70% of my trades are breakout trades. Then yeah. The big red day that I had was last Friday with TWG. I was just sizing wrong on it. I was sizing pretty big, like 9K shares on scalping, and the slippage on it was kind of crazy. But yeah, pretty much like I don't want to say we're like identical with Crispy because he trades a lot more dips. He pretty much snipes the dips. Like for me, I see those dips, but usually what he told me about it is it's either like I'm 1 second late on the entries. So I'm trying to work on like being a little bit faster on the judgment. Um, Especially today, I was focusing on just being more faster. So still work in progress on it, but we'll see by next week. I do feel like the momentum, especially today, was kind of iffy. Um, so hopefully the momentum will stay until next week, but I'm not hoping that much because we've been on a hot streak for a week already, and like market cycles and stuff.
Yeah.
We need a new name for sure. So it's just crazy. I think yesterday I was talking to Crispy about it because there was a lot of moves. There was penny moves. There's like the spready stocks. There were like there's so much plays uh in the market yesterday. Like if you're only trading pennies, you're also gonna make money. If you're only trading like spready stocks, there's also some plays. But I haven't seen that variety ever, especially yesterday.
UPXI.
I feel like there's been a lot of quantity, but lately, like not too much quality, right?
Yeah. And what else? I also kind of knew that drug is gonna move eventually. I thought yesterday it was gonna move, but it makes sense that today did the move. But it's
UPXI.
crazy that it's still holding. So it might move after hours. I don't know.
I should have helped. You're messing up these trades.
Right. I don't know if I'm gonna trade this QNRX.
That was a good
I think
dip.
I'm not.
Beam, are you doing good on it?
Kind of so-so.
I'm up 1K on it.
Yeah, that one was pretty nice.
I wanted to halt up, to be honest.
The dip,
Alt up is 32.
the dip at 05 was decent, right? I think you got that one. It's a good move.
Yeah, I got it, but I sold 108. I don't trust this stock like I did yesterday where I just hold.
Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
QNRX was 2 days ago, but the news stock yesterday, you could hold it and like it was pretty reliably going back to highs, no matter how low you bought the dip.
This drug is gonna break out. Looks like it wants to break out.
I'm a little more hesitant today. I'm noticing too, probably because I'm
Yeah,
red.
Yeah, plus for me, I was because of the Thinkorswim like platform issues, my confidence wasn't there. Like I'm hesitant of like buying the dips because I might not be able to exit on my positions. But yeah, pretty much that's my week. Hopefully, everyone killed it. If not, that's fine.
Were you thinking about getting in the halt up on drug at 56, maybe?
No, I'm pretty much done trading. I think I'm satisfied.
No, I mean earlier when it halted up.
Earlier, when when it was a 40, I had the weird feeling that it's gonna go 50. So I just timed it like my entries were. So that my biggest trade on it was at so that can I show it here? I can show it. I can share the screen.
I'm gonna stop trading for now. Giving back too much. Gave it like 1K off the top. I'll come back later. But I'll stick around in here, don't hang out.
Got that at 12. See if it holds. Back to 20s.
Bro, this pattern on drugs look familiar. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to high of day eventually.
I'm gonna get out.
Yeah, well, but pretty much my biggest trade on it was that dip at 43 with the next kind of like 1 to
That's a
50.
good dip.
Yeah, there was a bidder on it. There was like a 20K bidder that was kind of like messing up the price action.
TSS.
So once I saw that he was at 43, I punched like 2K share size on it.
TSS.
Wasn't anything crazy. Then I pretty much sold I think near 50s. I didn't really hold into it. Then it did the same thing at like I think 46 or 48, then went up to like 50. I missed that one. I only did the first tap to 50.
Drug might try for highs again.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I don't know. The it's late in the day already, so I'm not
Yeah.
confident with like trading anything right now. I know myself, so
Just 500 shares at 58. Trying to get break a 60.
Bro, I'm using 500 shares too. Well, I'm doing like 4 clicks on it though.
Come on. There we go. Let's get to 60. Oh, I don't like that rejection.
I think I'll walk up to like 60s over here. Yeah, they're pushing it. QNRX move. I don't know if there's a sympathy between QNRX and Dragon.
Maybe. I got out at 66 like a pleb. But I think this thing's gonna at least try 60 before it fails.
Yeah, that looks like a walk up.
Yeah.
And how many green is that on the 1 minute?
That's the scary part though with those walk-ups. When it does drop, it's usually a flush.
Yep. That's why I'd rather to pull back first.
Yeah.
Could be a 5-minute setup. So after this candle, I might
I don't think it's gonna do it on
dabble
the first
on this range.
59. I think it's gonna need to give it a
Let's stop.
little
Let's stop.
pullback.
What's up, brother?
What stock are you trading?
Drug.
Oh, drug.
Did you make money, Marcel, on Joe?
Yeah, it was my biggest winner. I'm up 7,000 on it, but my best I was.
Bro,
up
did you got the 48-ish level that had the 20K bid?
That was my best trade of the day, I think.
Yeah, same. I was I pushed size on that too.
I was so sad. I was using 400 share blocks, and on that flush I punched it twice, so I was in 800 shares. But bro, that bounce was so epic. Like,
Yeah, that bounce was. I had the feeling that it's gonna do that, but I completely missed the next one. I don't know if you traded that one. That bounce at 46 ish.
Uh,
All the way
I
to
think I
like the
did.
whole. I
Just
didn't.
looking back at the chart, I think because it wasn't like an instant bounce in comparison to the other one. I think I got chopped out in that one.
Yeah, that the best one was that like that first tap to 50. That was the best one for sure.
You know, on the best trade at 10:13 a.m., what screwed me up from adding even more was the fact that I jumped in at 44 and then he flushed another dollar share on my face. So I was underwater for a little bit. So I already felt like I had fumbled it slightly, so I couldn't punch like 1,000 shares or even 2,000. But what was your entry there? Did you also get caught at 44 or did you wait it until to 43?
I actually waited for the bid. When I saw that bid, so I was because I know Tim was also waiting and he was early, a little bit early, so he exited. But personally for me, I was just waiting. Then I saw the bid. That's the first time I saw the bid like that big while it was moving. I was like, okay, 20K shares. There, and everyone just punched the buy market on it.
Yeah. That next green candle was epic too. I didn't capitalize on it completely. I sold everything, I think at 47, 50. I didn't get to hold through
Yeah.
48.
After that, I didn't
49.
trade it. Like after that move, I didn't trade it anymore. I wish I did at that 46, but yeah.
Yeah, same. I made money up until $53 per share. Everything after that, I lost.
Yeah, it's because you're gonna get skeptical already on it. Like it's already above 50. What's the goal in this thing?
Yeah.
But I think they purposely did the 69. I think they purposely did the 69 here.
69.
Yeah, on the top.
Last nail in the
Yeah.
coffin.
Because like when you saw the resumption, there's like 100 resumption, 100. There's even like 1,999 in the resumption or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Another trade that I fumbled was the retest of 59. After the resumption of the hold down, it flushed against 59. I fumbled that bounce too. Did you catch it? Or were you done trading then?
I don't trade it anymore. I was trading PEGY and which I lost. PEGY and ATNF. I lost on both stocks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, all of my trades today are like red, except drug
I'm drugged.
and SOBR. SOBR is the one that crashed my Thinkorswim. I don't know if you had that problem earlier.
Yes. Oh my god, I forgot to mention that. In the morning, right? I
Yeah.
couldn't buy it
Yeah,
at all.
like you cannot buy it. I was already in, and I cannot exit. So it took me like 5 minutes, which I think I'm grateful for because like I was green for 1K. But if I didn't sell it, like 5 seconds later, it had that halt down. I was like, okay, thank God.
All right, I'm done trading. Gave back 1.3 off the top. That is my cue to walk. Gotta shut it down.
Yes, Pastor. Shut it down.
Wait, what were you saying? I was gonna say something, I forgot.
It's SOBR.
Oh yeah. So for me, it prompted me to reset the platform. I couldn't just exit it. Every time I tried to buy it, I had to reset my entire platform. Was that the same for you?
Yeah. I have the screenshot of the error. Then
That was crazy. And then everything else felt clunky too, though. It wasn't just SOBR was crashing the entire thing, but all the other stocks felt like slow.
It was slow. Like the Thinkorswim was lagging so much. Like every time you buy, every time a stock breaks out, it lags like 1 or 2 seconds. It's like, what the hell is this? And it kind of snowballed a little bit after that because like your confidence is like already low from just trading today.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's just tough today if you mentally like drain.
Bro, that lag got me on Resumption on PEGY, where I try to sell and then it's like glitching. The order, it then pops up this like confirmation window or something. By the time I try to get out, I'm already down 1K. Gave back all the gains. So, but
Yeah.
it's been a tricky like couple. I mean, month really for me. I've been like green every day and then giving back. So like my mental fortitude is a little higher. So like even this week, and then today that happening, it's like what, just add it to the list and I'm just gonna keep going. It's crazy week, man.
As long as you're green, bro. That's the most important thing. Is like you could tweak a little bit when you're trading, stuff like that. That's the most important part. But getting green at the end of the day is still good. I mean, it's kind of sucked. Like people are like killing around you. I had that feeling. But yeah, I think there's always going to be like a market cycle like this. It's not going to be the last one. Too. Most important part is like you're prepared for the next one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
mindset is the biggest thing, man.
Yeah, because the last time we had this kind of like hot streak was, I guess, Feb.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
February. This
we had those two stocks last month that went to like 23, and that week I think week two, but February was
yeah,
definitely similar.
yeah. There's always gonna be a cycle like this. Just need to be like
But
prepared.
have you guys traded pre-market at all week?
I did. I always trade
Oh.
pre-market, but today it was kind of slow. So I was actually down like 2K before the open.
Yeah. When then
Yeah,
I guess you buy bid, sell bid, all that.
yeah. But like lately, it's kind of hard to trade pre-market unless you really try to hold for stocks, which I really do. So yeah, I might ease off with pre-market trading next week because I don't want to be down like 2K at the open and just grind back up.
Yeah. Ross has been absolutely killing a pre-market though. Have you seen?
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but you know what happens.
Yo, I'm live, just a heads up. But I mean, he's like a
Oh, you.
notorious he's a notorious pre-market trader, so that's his like specialty, And I said this
You.
before, I'll say it again. Honestly, like Ross could honestly do like 100 grand a day, bro. Like worst case 40 grand a day. It doesn't look like he even
Yeah,
tries anymore. He just shows up, trades a little, and that's it.
yeah. He pretty much like he started like 4 a.m. my time, so like it's impossible for me to trade the similar. Like it's too early for me. It's like
It's
4
crazy
a.m.
that it's crazy that now he literally stops at market open. He's like, all right, market closed. Wow, for us, it's just opening.
I
Yeah,
mean, with that level of mastery, and then I think also another thing is like money. At that point for him, it's like money doesn't mean anything. It's like if he makes an extra 20 grand on the day, every day, it's like his life doesn't change anymore. So I don't know. It seems like he's just in a different type of zone, like that aggression and hunger to just make as much from the market doesn't seem like he's still on that type of
one.
vibe.
QNRX is under one.
What stock?
QNRX is under one.
NRX.
Yeah, that stuff is dead.
Didn't he have a penny today that went nuts, right?
QNRX.
We had one all week.
Peggy is kind of like moving right now. Yeah, it's breaking out.
Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy.
I almost felt like today's penny stock was VTK, even though it wasn't a penny stock. The orders
Which
on
stock
VTK
was
were
the
so
one
laggy.
that similar price action as VTech? I think it was yesterday or something. That
Yeah, Newsy.
is it Newsy? No, not Newsy. No.
No?
Not that. Forgot that it was halting for because of
MTEM.
the yeah, something like that.
MTEM, yeah.
Is it MTEM? Yeah, MTEM.
Didn't see this one. It looks like it just moved after hours. Not after hours, power hour. But Big Tim, I think he locked in on this one. He finished up like up 30 grand, right?
Yeah.
On which one?
On MTEM and Nusi?
Oh yeah, MTEM. MTEM was kind of like every time it had a trend break on the downside, it gets bought up.
Right. Also Nusi, I feel like. Big team with the big green.
Where is he? Tell him to
I'm
join.
surprised.
I'll tell him.
You're not here? Big team? Oh, you're live on YouTube. That's what you meant.
I'm surprised that drug is still holding. Maybe it'll stay above 50.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if on
Big
Monday
thing.
we see $100 for that one.
Undo.
I don't even know that there was a news already on this thing. Or unless they had an offering, then I think we'll be dead. Mighty, how much are you this week?
I have no clue. I don't even want to know. No good to know. How much up are you?
Like 74, 75.
Damn. I'm nowhere near that, but
I
still
don't want
good.
to ask her. I don't want to ask her to speak. I know he killed it, especially today. Is it
for sure is
Dynamo, man.
up.
Dynamo probably 100K.
He's a crazy boy. Which one?
Dynamo, how much are you up on the week?
He has no mic.
He has
SAIH.
had a 60K day yesterday, I think. 6 figures plus. Insane.
Crispy absolutely cooking though. What's crazy about Crispy is having the ability to have massive green days, and on your red days, he's like complaining about being down to 2 grand, and that's his biggest red day ever.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
Grand is
Steve.
like
Steve is up 5K
Oh.
green days, and then red day down 300, and then he's like max loss day ever.
Right. They keep their risk pretty much at 0.
bro, I want to be like that.
Yeah, bro.
like minus 2K is like small red for me.
Yep. What is Tim locking in though?
Anything
He's
that's
still trading
moving
something?
and
QRX.
dialing in on some sweet trades.
He must be red. If he's still trading.
Yeah,
He's digging.
freaking Resumption, bro. If it doesn't really mess up earlier with the lag and stuff, could have
Yeah,
been
I
green.
think, yeah, I honestly think, and VTK should have had better potential. I think Resumption was working.
That's why I'm I don't know if anyone traded with Weeble, but I opened an account with Weeble, so I might set it up this weekend and see.
How do you go? Oh, you haven't tried it yet.
No, I haven't tried it, but I already have an account, so we'll see. It has a lot of people like it. They just don't like the charting.
I saw that Robinhood is doing that too, right?
Oh, I saw that too. I don't know about that.
Robinhood has charts and like a trading platform for active traders.
They saying that it's a new feature, but it's not. Shop already has it or
SAIH.
already has it for quite some time. Even Jazz.
ORGS.
Sabe, so we're doing March next team house.
Yes, sir. Ski time. We'll do ski. Flying out student.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Probably fly out too.
I'll see. We need to plan it too. Like
Yes, sir.
March is kind of near.
It might be time for you guys to come out of the US and we can go to like Norway or something.
Is this the
Why?
QNRX bounce?
Norway, Sweden.
Why in Sweden, bro?
For the snow, of course. No, the
All
reason.
right,
The snow.
all right. Snow. Snow.
Wait, when
No.
when are you going to Japan? What was the date?
August.
August.
August. I'll be there. August. I'll be there probably like for a month.
Well, I don't know about going for a month, but I would be down for like a week.
I'm gonna get my back tattooed for a month, so I need to stay there for
How did
Very
you guys
nice.
like South Florida?
humid.
Yeah.
I loved it,
It was
man.
pretty hot. It was fun though.
I like it.
It reminds me of the weather from where I'm from in South America. So I thought it was beautiful.
The weather was the most disgusting thing I've ever experienced. It was like sitting in an oven all day long.
Well, dude, you were in a black shirt and black jeans the whole time. Like, of course you're gonna be baking.
Bro, I don't think it's like life is sustainable there. If
If
it wasn't because AC,
No.
people like life would die there.
El Salvador is not hot like that or humid.
No, not really.
It's
Not that
probably
hot.
It's probably not humid.
That's like desert hot. Yeah, I think that's the difference, the humidity.
You want to know something funny? Last year's summer was double the worst, like heat wise, than this summer, in my opinion.
Bro, it's because
So, like,
Marcelo lives in he's back and forth like the Canadian weather, you know. If anybody from
Oh, yeah.
there goes to the hotter areas, it's like times 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
for
melt.
sure.
They're gonna melt. Oh, we'll see. I'm down for March for the next team house. But we need to plan it.
How was Vegas? Give us a little recap.
Where South Florida really shines is in the winter.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah, then it's nice.
Vegas was nice. We barely stayed for, well, me and Chris, we barely stayed for the conference because we were there for like the first, like just the morning, and I told Chris, bro, I don't want to listen. I don't want to be like in in a classroom or something. Like I'm back in school. So we went back to the Airbnb, just had we just drink and stuff,
Yeah.
Big day on drugs.
which was nice. So
Big beam locked in. Some crazy
Loaded.
trades.
stop trading beam. You're good.
I've made 1.5K back from my.
Lock it,
Nice,
brother.
nice.
You are good. There is nothing.
Are you up beam?
No, I'm down 1.2K. I was telling Xavier I
Ah.
focused on ATNF and PEGY the whole day, and it just rinsed me.
It just mouthwashed you.
I was gonna ask if Lucas was here. No.
He,
Probably
He had
traded
max loss
back
day.
then.
Maybe he's gone.
What is his max?
Hello? Traders, welcome to another mighty video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I was able to make over $10,000 day trading parabolic momentum. What is parabolic momentum, you may ask? Well, I don't know what it is. So when stocks go straight up. Hold on. We're actually in one of our MMU calls here that I'm going to jump back in a few seconds.
you never left, brother.
Huh? Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, you never left.
Parabolic? Me?
Yeah,
Was that supposed to
Doing
come
the
through?
recap.
Oh no. Shit.
I was like, okay, he's making a recap right now.
Yeah.
Just speak over everybody. Yeah, like silence. I'm speaking. Yeah, I was supposed to leave. Now I'm gonna leave and jump back later.
Yeah, overall, uh, drug drug was crazy.
Bro, the last
That was
time
crazy.
the last time the
I
market
bet
was yeah, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
I actually like didn't even because like the day one of drug. I don't know if you guys remember. There was nothing. There's barely nothing on pre-market. Like, oh god, this is gonna be a slow pre-market again. Then drug was like at 1 to 5, and like if you guys saw on Twitter, like every shorted as 5 because they think that it's gonna be like okay, this is gonna go to round trip, and it just like went crazy after that.
Yeah.
Lately, been like shorties are getting handouts pretty nice, pretty good. Like for the past month or so, everything goes round trip and stuff like that.
It's crazy to see some of them are not like cutting their loss like tight. They're like holding and then like down 20-30K sometimes on some of these posts on Twitter.
On shorting.
I think that's the whole point of shorting, though, is like if you have that risk management of
Yeah.
cutting losses quick, you're not going to make money. Because a lot of the big shorters are the ones who have like a 90% win rate with a really bad risk reward. Because you have to keep on adding at the new highs for it to make money overall.
EFSH.
I mean, that's
I mean,
kind of crazy.
like you said, it works 99% of the time, but that 1% could blow up your account.
Yeah, like look at Matt he has like a 90% win rate career, but yet he has these like $300,000 loss days.
Yeah, that it only takes one thought to blow pretty much like even an entire like year of profit. That's the risk of like shorting is you have that like yeah, you have that consistent like let's say profit, but like I said, it only takes like a drug to blow up your account.
Yeah.
And like Matas is
EFSH.
I don't want to have like he's a good trader, but like yeah, just unfortunate that he got caught on drug.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting because if like that $5 area, right? I guess it depends on like the type of strategy they're looking for and just the risk to reward and the duration of the trade. But the way how I would see it is okay, if I'm shorting 5, there's no way I'm not stopping out if this thing goes to 6 or above. So let's say like $1 a share stop if they wanted to have it wide, and then reward potentially back at pre-market lows, which for 90% of these stocks, by the end of the day, they're back down to the pre-market levels. But to still be in the stock short with an average of 5 and the stock is at like 10, 15, and adding, I don't know, like that seems
I
like
mean,
lack of discipline. If you know, if not saying that these people are doing that, but if that's the case,
al- I mean also to consider drug doesn't have any use when it was at day one. So it doesn't make sense that it was moving higher.
That's true.
So a lot of shorters are like, okay, this thing's gonna go down. There's like no news on it. It's pretty much like a pump. But yeah, it's just unfortunate if you got caught on it.
sometimes I think I'd be a better short seller. As decent as I am long, I don't know though. Could be wrong.
We always think about that. There's gonna be drug. There's gonna be like a stock that okay, I'll stick with like long.
That's why the max loss concept though is so important. Like just having a number that even if it's bigger than usual, where you just say, okay, that's it. I can recover from this. It's not too much of a big deal. But that's I guess and it's happened to all of us before, like that stubbornness to just keep going and then like it becomes the blowout loss. I've had to learn the hard way.
Sir, I just want to finish this month like green.
I mean, you should be plus 30 on the month at least, right? Plus 40.
Yeah, I'm plus 40 this month. Yeah, 40 net. 40 net. I'm still kind of down on my other account, which is the route account.
For me, if I can finish plus 20, that'll be great. I mean, I've never had a stretch of momentum where I've undercapitalized so much. I mean, I've had a lot of days before where I kind of didn't do super well, but for this level of momentum, I mean, compared to February, that week alone was like 45 grand. I'm only up like 5 grand this week, which is like, for what I've seen and how the momentum really played out, I could have definitely did at
I don't know.
least triple.
I think the momentum now is different than February because February, it was an obvious stock that had momentum where momentum might be on one stock and these other stocks are moving up, but they actually don't have any momentum.
MHUA.
So I think it's a lot harder right now based in February.
Well, I don't disagree entirely, but I still think for myself, like mindset, like today I traded more aggressively than I did any of the other days. You know, I came in and told myself I'm going to use big size. Like, you know, Marcelo mentioned he's using 400 share blocks. Like, I'm surprised he's using that. I expect him to use like 1,500 shares or something. So,
On drug?
yeah.
Are you crazy if you're using 1.5 shares?
Bro, I was using 1K size on some trades. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, today I came in with the mindset of like, all right, I'm not going out sad like this. Like, I'm coming in today to make some money. Like, there's no way I'm not going to make money. But it's my mindset.
I mean,
you know, I wasn't being super aggressive.
I was gonna say like I mean it's not bad to have that mindset, but personally for me, if I have that mindset, I'm not patient enough with my trades. Because like, oh, I'm gonna kill this today. I'm gonna make money.
Peggy might break high day.
Or I guess, you know, there's no expectation, but if there is something good, I know what I can expect from myself if I'm trading to the best of my ability and I'm being aggressive.
Oh wow, look at Peggy.
All right, that's gonna do it for me. I just took that.
That's why I don't want to trade it.
Halting down. That was quick drop
Yikes.
too.
Yeah.
1202 to 1035. That was
the bounce.
gross.
I'm gonna trade the bounce. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna trade the bounce. Should be good.
That was ugly. Oh man, that was ugly.
Anyone got caught there? I hope not.
Oops. I got caught.
Oh shoot.
I screenshotted the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
All right, that's a good warning sign for me.
Yeah, that's why I try to stay away from Peggy. No, I'm good. I'm happy with $2,000 today. I'm actually gonna exit. Yeah, not bad. This year,
that was wild. That was a random drop.
That's a double top right there.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. That was the fastest $1.50 drop I've ever seen in my life.
So we have this preview for the next week. Just to keep a reminder for everyone. That's gonna be the preview for next week. I'm telling you guys that's gonna be how the market is next week.
I don't know, man. I'm optimistic. We might see continuation into next week. I hope.
Yeah, just keep the risk tolerance. Don't chase. Definitely don't chase a lot, especially next week. It's not gonna be a FOMO market next week.
This should bounce based off of how much it drops. So I hope it just gaps lower in resumption and I'll insta buy.
Unless there's an offering. I don't know what news it has.
I
Let's
don't think
double
there
check.
is. I just checked.
Yeah, 19 hours ago. 8K form.
Oh, I also hit like more than 500K this year, so I'm happy with that.
I think
Should have been.
I think these numbers are going to be the new norm for us because there's always going to be weeks like this randomly, and the market is just so much more liquid than it was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. So I think everybody who is consistent is just going to consistently keep doing what they're doing, and then even better. So good news.
Yeah, I broke my my drawdown. Finally.
I'm gonna take one stab out of this resumption and then call it.
All
no
right,
matter what happens.
boys. I'm gonna head out. Gonna enjoy my weekend. If you're gonna trade it, be careful.
All right, man. Have a good one. It's good hearing from
Have a
you.
good one.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Yeah, Beam. This will be my last trade too, for sure. Let's try to get a good one out of
It's a
this,
good-
and then that's it.
It's a good setup. I'm not gonna give it any time though. Like if it doesn't immediately go,
22.50, minute and some change. $22.50 for resumption. $22.50.
I might shock some of you guys with this, but Mig was holding drug at 29.44.
Wow, where did she exit?
She's not out yet.
Oh wow.
interesting.
Yeah. Granted, she's doing it with small size, but it's still very impressive.
I gotta do a call with her because I've noticed that because we're teaching hyper scalping and she does hold longer in a lot of the trades she posts. So I want to hear more.
Yeah. She studies a lot. I've talked to her about it.
10 seconds. 10:06.
That's kind of what I've been doing. This is Jimmy, by the way. That's what I've been doing as well. I do hyper scalping, but then I also do a little bit like 5 minute out of the open, 5 minute open range, and then retest. I've been following a couple other guys on YouTube, JDub and Scarface Trades. They teach that strategy, and they also taught me how to look at liquidity, price action, and stuff. So I've gotten a lot better. And also, I put a new trading station in with these huge 49-inch monitors. I now have Weeble up and running, and I have Zendu running, and also have Momo Pro. So all this is actually this week. And I've got a profit this week of 35K. And I think all this has attributed to how I'm doing. It's quite nice. I don't know if it's an aberration because it's all in the sim, but I'm proving that this stuff is working.
Right, and the key will be when you do transition to have the same mindset and manage the trades. Manage the trades is the exact same, because that's the biggest difficult.
Right.
The biggest challenge people face when they transition is they allow the knowing, okay, this is real money to change the thought process and the trade idea. you still have
Sure,
to execute.
the mental aspect of it really steps in. However, this week I've traded my live account 3 times. There's like $250 in it. I made $85 one day and I made 65 the day before. So it is working in the live as well, but it's just not as drastic on the share size
Right.
at all. I
Yeah.
max size. When I see a stock soaring, I max size the hell out of it. I scale like crazy. And then I just get out. Next thing you know, I look and I made some money.
Whenever you're
Yesterday I made over 40K on news. My heart was beating so fast, but I also lost my ass on, excuse my language, on 2 other stocks. I think it was NIXX, and TVG, is it TVGN? And I lost about 30 on those, so maybe 35, but ended up about 3,000 positive, and I was done. But that was after about 6 hours of just stress. It was really tough. Today I made about 3.4 in about a half hour, 20 minutes, so it was quite nice today. Anyway, that's what I've been doing, and I can't wait to go live in November.
nice work, man. Keep it up. Whenever you
Thank
do
you.
go live, be sure to check in with myself or Marcelo. We'll give you a couple pointers before you do make the
Yeah,
transition.
I wanted to set a meeting with you, RT, on going over Momo Pro to make sure I have all the things that I can give myself an edge for, because I know you've been using Momo Pro for several years now. So is that okay if I set something up with you?
Yeah, on Tuesday to Friday next week, I'll be
Okay,
available after the live stream till 4 p.m. So I'll be around doing
sounds
stuff,
good.
doing back end stuff, so we can set something up like an hour call or 30-minute call, whatever, and
Sounds great.
go over it. But yeah, Momo Pro is pretty good. I've been using it for almost like 2 years now.
Have you even touched or gambled with Zendu?
No, I've never looked into that.
Oh
Is
my gosh, I'm quite impressed with it. I know it's a little bit behind Momo Pro, but wow, I love the way it gives out the audios and tells you what's going on. I know Momo Pro does too, so I might be missing some setup on that. That's why I like to go over that with you to make sure I have every aspect of it working so I can have the edge.
for sure. We'll go over it. I do have some videos on the page too, but we'll go over it.
I think I watched 2, and I don't know if they were older because it looked like there are two
Yeah, they're definitely
they're
older.
two different. Yeah,
I
there were
pulled
2 different things that you talked about, and I put both of them in, but I don't know which one to use. Um, that it's I'm using High Day Momo right now, and I think you have a Relentless one.
I can't remember the difference. I think one might be filtering for below $1 and the other one excludes it.
There's
I can't
Relentless
remember.
Momo, and there's High Day Momo, and I think there was another one. But I'm using right now High of Day Momo. I don't know. Should I be using Relentless? I'll go over this with you on Tuesday. We'll look at this.
Yeah, I can pull some screenshots here too in a sec. But
Sure.
the Relentless Momo is the one I use now. But in
Mhm.
pre-market, I actually have it set to no filter almost every time. I hope I got a good fill here. 91. Scratch trade.
That's a crazy false breakout on Peggy. Did anybody get caught there?
Yeah, Beam said he got caught. Is he still here? He might have
That is
left.
insane.
Do you see that drop on drug?
No. Let me see. Up it down. That's not as bad as like Peggy though.
I don't peg you up. I just saw that flush and I was like, holy crap.
Crazy. The Peggy one is just so brutal from 12 to almost 8.
Yeah, definitely time to shut her down. But yeah, Jimmy,
EFSH.
yeah, this one is kind of holding up. It looks like it might be selling off right now, though. I came a little late to it.
Hey, Relentless Trader or Mighty, I got a question for you guys. I was wondering, is it possible to make it with Lightspeed? Like I know with the commissions, I know right now with Thinkorswim there's no commissions, but Lightspeed has a feature where if you go over a max loss, it kind of shuts you off and doesn't let you trade no more. But the commissions thing's the thing I'm kind of concerned with. So I wanted to ask both of you guys. Thank you.
Why would you want to use Lightspeed? Before before we answer the question.
For the feature that like sometimes if I'm trading, sometimes I might like spiral out of control. Like if you mess up and you take like 2 or 3 bad losses, it'll keep me from pretty much blowing up my account. I have one more chance where I'm going to be over PDT within like 2 weeks. And the last thing I want to do is like blow up my account. So I'm trying to put like guardrails in place to keep me from like kind of protect myself from like doing a massive loss, because once you mess up, you can't get your account back.
Yeah. If you had this feature on Charles Schwab, would you stay in Charles Schwab? Hello.
Is my cut out?
Sorry about that. My signal dropped. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry. I didn't hear you guys' answer, so sorry about that.
No, I just wondered if Charles Schwab had that little like max loss thing, would you stay with Charles Schwab? Or is there any other reason why you would want to try Lightspeed also?
Yeah, if Charles Schwab had that feature, I would pretty much stay with them 100%.
Okay, so I don't think that feature is a good enough reason to go to Lightspeed. The commissions are gonna eat you alive. I don't think it's
Okay.
worth it. I think
So-
do you have an account with Charles Schwab right now?
Yes, I do.
And you have profitable metrics for you to make the decision of going live with that over $25,000 account?
I do. The problem is that whenever like if 1 or 2 days, like sometimes emotional hijack can happen to me, and like for the most part I make it like 100 per day, 100 per day, 50. But on a day like I take a big flush or something, I go into revenge trading, and it's one of the things that have pretty much stopped me from being profitable. You have like a week, 2 weeks of profitability, and then one day you wipe out pretty much 2 weeks or a month, and then you're back at square one, and then you're doing it again. So that's one of the biggest problems that I've been dealing with in my trading.
And how going in a live account would help any of that?
Well, I'm already in a live account. I'm in a cash account right now.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been in the sim for probably like 3 months. It's been pretty much cash account. Trying to build it
Right.
up.
And you being green on the sim? The sim?
Yes. It's
For 3
the emotions.
months?
Yeah. In the sim, yes. The problem is when you go live, the emotions pretty much end up kind of messing me up, and it keeps happening over and over again. It isn't the first time that I've taken big losses. Like I'm green, I work my way up, wipe out in one day. Green, wipe, and then for like maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, wipe out. So in one day, like I've had days where I've lost 10 grand in one day.
In the sim?
No, real money.
Damn.
And then I'm pretty much stuck trying to like build back up. So I've had account over 25,000 like 3 times, and I've blown up like 3 times to all the way back to 10 grand, and then I build it up and mess up again. So I'm trying to figure out ways to like control myself that way. something like that doesn't happen. The only other thing I could think of is like you said, just very small share size, like maybe do 50 shares at max.
I got a question for you. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever you take a trade, like, are you always considering your risk to your reward? Because I find that a lot of traders who struggle with the emotions is typically because they don't have a plan when they enter the trade. You know, a lot of people we will, and it happens to all of us, from time to times, where we can fall victim to getting in and having a potential profit target, but never having a clear defined risk. And because we don't have a clear trade plan, it's easy for the stock to go against us and then compromise us. Versus when you do approach the trade knowing, hey, if it comes down to XYZ price point or range, I'm cutting out because the thesis of what I'm looking for no longer makes sense. It's much easier to accept loss and then move forward. But when we don't have that plan, it kind of like turns into emotion and just frustration. So in terms of your trading, are you always going in with a plan is my question.
Probably not. Maybe now that you say like the max loss, I try to adhere to it, but like, that's the rule that I keep breaking. I keep saying, okay, today I'm going to risk 200, and I put that in place, and I do very well, like when things are going well. But every now and then there's like a few days where trigger happens, and emotionally, and once you blow past your max loss, you become tunnel vision to the point where by the time you do all the damage, you wake up the next day, you're like, what the hell did I do? And that's one of the scariest part about trading, because, you could blow up an account in one day. You can make a lot of money, but you can blow up. So I guess the only thing that has stopped me from like going kind of crazy is when I say I'm only going to do 50 shares, but at some point I'm trying to figure out how am I going to be able to scale up if I'm always stuck at like 50 shares.
It sounds like you're in between a rock and a hard place. And
yeah,
a lot of it is pretty mental. I do like that you're exploring options, the light speed thing, because they do have the built-in like max loss. Maybe you could call Thinkorswim. I'm not sure if they have this like Schwab, but you can call and try to find out if
I already did. They don't have it.
they don't have it.
No.
Yeah, I tried this about 3 months ago, and they said, no, we don't have anything like that.
I think Dash Trader Pro does have it.
Dash Trader? Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if you would enforce it like on your Thinkorswim. I think it's gonna block you out of the Dash platform, but you still might be able to buy on Thinkorswim. But maybe that's enough friction for
That's
you
enough.
to wake up
Yeah.
and like stop.
That should be enough. If that prevents me from trading, I can pretty much walk away. But I need something to like snap me out of it. Like, okay, you're messing up. You got to stop. Something to, protect me from blowing up accounts, because blowing up accounts is one of the hardest things. Like, once you mess up your PDT account, that's it. It's so hard to build back up.
Yeah. I think, well, to go back to your question, I think going to Lightspeed is a mistake.
Mistake. Okay.
Yeah,
fair
just
enough.
figure it out if you can implement the Dash Trader thing and
Okay.
go from there.
Does Dash Trader work right now with Schwab? Are they allowing to trade through Schwab, like the back end?
Yeah, we have many traders now using it here. Like
Okay.
Premium uses it and all that type of stuff.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you guys, both you, Mighty and RT. Thank you for answering my questions. I'm gonna go ahead and try Dash.
Yes, sir.
Oh my
But just
God.
be careful, man. There's no rush.
Yeah, definitely. I'll keep you guys updated as I get it. So the PDT account will be here probably within like 2 to 3 weeks. I'll be over PDT, and then I got to make sure that this will end my career. If I blow up again, that's it. I'm done. I can't like keep funding accounts. So this is pretty much my last shot. So this is like the time where they say your back is against the wall. If I mess up this account, there's no more trading.
Yeah, man. Take it serious then.
Yeah.
A couple of tips too, just like general tips. Just keep in mind that part of the deal here in the market for us as traders is that we will lose money. Not only you, but all of us. Marcelo from up 13K dropped down to 10. I was up 6K, I dropped down to 4. So we'll lose money. Like it's not if, but when. And so always keep that perspective and understand that in this field, there's gonna just be days and times where even the best setups might not work. And when it doesn't, it's not personal. We smile, we move on, and we keep looking for the next best opportunity.
You have to
That's
be
awesome,
able to
man.
answer. You have to be able to answer like a question of what type of loss this is. If it's a loss out of a good setup that you know based on your metrics pays you most of the time, then that loss there shouldn't have the ability to trigger you in any way. The losses that are upsetting are when you are breaking your rules and doing stupid shit and then you catch losses for no reason. That's maybe enraging, but when you capture,
Yeah.
there's literally good losses. If you're trading your strategy and trading like for example a dip and rip, that I don't know if that's a profitable setup for you, but for me it is. So if I ever catch a loss from a dip and rip, you can beat yourself up for that or get upset about that because if it's a long-term profitable setup, the fact that you're red, as RT is saying, it's just how the game is. Sometimes you'll be red, but as long as you're trading a long-term profitable setup, like one red trade doesn't matter.
True. Okay. Cool.
But
Something to keep in mind. Thank you.
yeah, and then if you're saying this is your last shot, I think is the best time for you to double down on your discipline and really follow the process of profits. Like, what's your plan? Are you gonna start swinging for the fences day one,
No,
or are
no,
you thinking of starting slow? Or
no. Right now, like today I made $65 and I was only using 50 shares, and I was managing my risk. So pretty much my win days will probably be like $60. Like I don't see it if I want to make sure to not go like tilt. I think I have to stay under 200 shares because I can manage a $300 loss. Is when the $300 loss becomes 6, then 9, then 12, then 24. I get into a tunnel vision, like, oh, I got to get it back. And I try to get myself out of it, but it's one of those things like
do you track your
you don't know.
metrics on TraderView?
No, I'm not using TraderView.
Do you track them anywhere?
Kinfo, I just signed up for it.
Okay, so this is what you'll do so you can figure out your max loss number. So you're gonna go and filter all your green days. You're gonna see all your green days, and you're gonna filter all your red days. In some of the green days, you'll see that sometimes you start the day red and then you go to green, or maybe even better, you notice that your green days start green right away. But what you have to find is overall how much usually you lose before you finish the day green. If the number is like, all right, if I've lost more than $50 or $100 on the day, is it usually eventually turns into a green day, or is it 90% of your green days start green? Like there has to be a number in which there's no return, and you're gonna find that number by filtering your green days and being like, how much loss or how much risk does it take for me to be able to get one of my normal green days? Is it from green to then even greener, or is it from a few red trades to then green and then staying green? And then what you'll find is that once you find that number, you'll be able to recognize in real time if you're already down like $100 or $200 on the day. You think back to those metrics and be like, 90% of my green days, for example, start green and stay green. And maybe the extra 10% of the green days are the ones that go down $50 and then they go back into the green. If you're already having a day that is not within that pool, then why are you even trading? There might be like 1% outliers that you go down $200 and then you revenge trade successfully, but you don't want to be trading those type of days. You got to find that number in which there's no return, and then once you're trading and you capture yourself down more than that amount, you just have to be honest with yourself in the moment and be like, if this would have been a green day, I should have started green and kept green, or at the very least I should have lost X amount and then get back into the green. The fact that I'm down already 200 or 300 means that it's not my typical green day. So that's that you already have right there you have an early day red day that could be either $200 red day or $10,000 red day. So go look into your metrics, because the fact that you just got a metrics tracker is crazy. But anyways, go look
Yeah.
into them and filter and see what's the common denominator on the green days. Like, how much of risk does it take for you to close the day green? And
Okay.
whenever there's a day that you lose more than that number, you're gonna be able to look into the future and be like, okay, this is not one of those green days, so it must be one of the red days. So that's when you stop and prevent any snowball day from happening.
Okay, cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate the heads up.
Yeah, but that should be like your homework before taking any live trades. You should be like reviewing your metrics and deep diving on them before, because how do you even know if you're profitable if you haven't even seen them?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Right now the only tracking that I do is just like Excel. I haven't tracked the Kimfo. Kimfo something new that I'm trying, but it's
Take a look.
I'm still
Go to
messing up.
Kimfo, Go to
Yeah.
Kimfo, go to the calendar view, and look at the equity curves. Look at the equity curves and how the green days look like. Are they from green to greener? Are they from slightly red to green? Are they from max loss red to miraculously green? I think what you'll find is like 90 or 80% of them are going to be from small red to green or from green to green. So whenever you are having a day that it's already deeper red, you're gonna quickly remember, okay, this is not one of those days from that pool of good green days. So if it is not one of those days, why even fight it? Just like let it go.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, find
For
that
sure.
number,
Thank
and
you.
you find that number. Give yourself as much wiggle room as you want, but find that number. You have to start trading live with a number in mind. And I think maybe the mistake a lot of people do is that they set their max loss to be too tight, so much so that you can lose it in one trade, and then once you've lost it in a single trade and you break the rule of not stopping, then nothing matters because you've already broken the rule and you're under max loss. So red, being red is the same
Red
as
is
being
red.
redder.
Yeah.
So what you have to find is a number that is going to take 3 or 4 red trades for you to hit it, and then has to be your max loss. But you have to follow it, like as you said, this is your last chance.
Last
You have
chance.
to follow that max loss. So you have to like tattoo it on your forehead and trade with a mirror in front of you so that you know that number, and you have to stop no matter what after you see that red number. Because as you were saying, when you get emotionally hijacked, it's never going to make sense for you to walk away. All your
No.
thoughts are going to be aligning for you to continue to trade. So even while it doesn't make sense and it's going to feel counterintuitive in the moment, you still have to walk away, just because write yourself a note, be like, hey, this is Mark from the future. I have clear vision right now because I'm not emotionally hijacked. At this number, you have to walk away, even if it doesn't make sense on the spot. When you're trading emotionally fueled snowballing, you read it, it won't make sense for you at the time because you'll be so pissed. But you have to trust the Mark that is thinking clearly without emotions, which is the one that's going to write that note somewhere, and then you should just walk away from it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely do that. I even thought about having like a little box there and putting like 500 there and be like, okay, this is my max loss. Here's the money. I can physically touch it. If I go past this, I'm done. So, like kind of like the letter that you said, write something to remind me, hey, this is the max loss and I have to adhere by it.
Yep. And then
So-
look at your metrics. I think look at your metrics from all the time. You might find things that you never expected. Like, stop trying to think like, who know. I hope you're profitable, but who knows? I haven't even seen your metrics. But
Yeah.
check into your metrics and see if you actually make money. And what you can do is remove the blowout days. But if you remove the blowout days and you're still net a red trader, then I would say it's not time to go
And-
live.
Yeah,
It's time
stay
to
in the
like
sim.
practice even more.
Yeah.
But if you genuinely believe the only reason why you're not profitable is because of the blowout days, and you somehow remove them, and let's say you go into your metrics and you delete the big blowout days, and you see that you're profitable, if it wasn't because of those days, then it would be a problem of just how can you not snowball like that.
Okay. Awesome.
So-
Thank you, man. I really appreciate
man.
you and thank you for all this advice.
But you have to obsess about the metrics. It's not just
Yeah.
yes, man, I appreciate it. You have to obsess like if
No.
it's your life. Go
Yeah.
through everything in Kimfo and then and then from there make a game plan.
Yeah, no.
Also, are you screen recording your trades?
No. Here's the reason why. I have Mac, and for some reason, the program that you guys use, for some reason, it doesn't want to run on Mac. It keeps crashing on there. I know there's a Mac version, and I haven't been able to do that. So what I'm going to do is first things first, buy a Windows computer and switch to Windows. No more Mac.
I have to leave, but before I leave, I'm gonna say that you have to make sure that you leave no stones unturned. It sounds like you're still in a bit of a gray area. So, whether you decide to stay in the sim, if you do go live, I would say small size. It seems like you're still in a place where you need more time. So, and on top of that, you have to make sure that you exhaust all your resources and leave no stones unturned. So all the things that we preach here, I know you're not a student, but software tracking, instrument, trader view, Kinfo, screen recording your trades is mandatory. At this point, it's not a matter of if, but it's mandatory, because the amount of information you can gain from going back and reviewing your trades, also seeing yourself tilted, like seeing it from like your own eyes, it's much easier to understand you don't want to be in that place again and how to avoid it, especially if you're making technical mistakes. So I'd say to definitely move forward slowly and do all the little things to help give yourself more of a chance. And also, longevity, right? Small size or simulator. That way, you don't lose your account that you have. But there's no rush.
Thank you, man.
The market is going to be here forever. There's going to be weeks like this again, years to come. So slowest is the fastest way. But be sure to do all those little things, man.
Yeah, thank you. I'm coming back to. I'm a former MMU member. I'm coming back to it. So as soon as my account gets over PDT, I can pretty much turn on MMU again and pretty much go full force and try to, this is my last shot. I know for sure. So I have to, like you said, turn every stone, record my trades, use Kinfo, small share size, and then you probably use that DAS that Mighty said about, trying to use DAS and having DAS like cut me off.
Yeah, and also keep in mind, and this is being recorded on YouTube right now, so even if you got to come back and get all the info here, keep in mind always your trade plan. What's your target and what is your risk in the trade? Marcelo mentioned when you're taking good trades that are in line with your setup, even when you lose, it doesn't put you on tilt because you were doing something correct in the first place. So move forward with that mindset and put that into practice. And definitely over time, you can see that difference, that change in behavior. It's hard for us to be on tilt because we're always staying in the confines of the strategy. If I buy this stock and it flushes down in an area that I like, that's just part of the deal. And I understand on the grand scheme with that perspective we mentioned earlier that we will lose in some areas. That's the nature of the field. And so we don't take it personal.
True.
But yeah.
True. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you and Mighty. Thank you for all the advice.
Yep. All right, guys. I gotta go. I gotta head out. I'm gonna shut down the live stream as well. Take care. Stay safe. Stay green. Catch you guys next
thank
time.
You.
Take care.
EFSH, man. What a move. Marcelo, I hope you got some of that.